This seems like a crisis point for that network. I mean, this is back-to-back two vivid, non-contested illustrations of editorial corruption.
I don't think you're engaging in hyperbole here, Tucker. I mean, the bottom line is these last two stories that CNN got wrong. Remember, the first was a couple of weeks ago with James Comey, supposed to refute Donald Trump. When Donald Trump said, "I'm not being investigated," James Comey told me that 3 times.
Right.
That story was wrong. I don't mind when you get it wrong, Tucker. But the problem is, as you said, thinly sourced, as in only one source. You know how many reporters are on the byline of that story? 4. That's a 4-to-1 reporter to source ratio.
It's a lot.
And then you had this story just from a couple days ago with Scaramucci. Same thing. A Pulitzer winner is working on that story along with 2 others. Again, 1 source, 3 reporters, 3-to-1 ratio. So to go to bat with just 1 unnamed source, and again, we've talked about this, we don't know that source's motive. It's probably to hurt the administration. They may have a motivation to lie. To go with 1 source, CNN got burned once. They should have learned from it. They got burned twice. People resigned, and I don't think a crisis point is really engaging in any sort of hysteria there, Tucker. I think you're right on.
All the mistakes are in one direction, too, you notice. We all make mistakes. I've made a ton of them. But, you know, you hope that they're honest mistakes. What bothers me about this story is that it's preventing coverage of anything else. And by the way, if you dislike Trump and were upset with the administration, there are plenty of stories you could do that would be critical of the White House. But they're sticking with a story that they know, and this tape, I think, shows, at least some of their producers know, is bogus. And they're sticking with it anyway because it makes them the most money. I mean, that's wrong.
You say that it's preventing from reporting on other stories, right? MRC, I get they're conservative, but nobody ever refutes their analysis, their studies. And they came up with this today, which is just stunning numbers. 353 minutes on the evening newscast since May 17th have been committed to Russia or Comey investigation. You know how many minutes have been actually dedicated to terrorism, a very important topic that a lot of people voted on? 29 minutes, 353 versus 29. How about the economy, the #1 issue that people vote on? How Donald Trump probably got in office, considering Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and he had an economic message, and Hillary Clinton didn't. 5 whole minutes. How about trade? 5 whole minutes. So you say we're missing other stories? You're damn right we are.
It seems like they're narrowcasting to a small group of people who have eccentric views on Russia, and they've decided this is our base, and our advertising rates are going up as a result. They're getting big numbers relative to what they normally get after an election. And so this really is a business decision, it seems like to me.
Yeah, let's be clear about that. CNN last quarter had its 2nd highest watch quarter ever. Congratulations. Yeah. Here's the problem. All other cable news networks are up as well. And CNN, despite being up year over year the way they are, they're still in a very distant 3rd place in terms of total viewers in prime, and a very distant 3rd place, well, not distant, but they're in 3rd place in terms of this younger demo that advertisers covet most. And look, I want to